The Honourable Paul Goldsmith.
Mr Speaker, I've had the joy this week of getting around many businesses as part of Tech Week, where we're celebrating, noticing and understanding the incredibly important role that the R&D and tech sector has in the New Zealand economy. And this is a strong economy that we're living in at the moment, a very strong economy that is robust. It's generated 137,000 new jobs in the last year, Mr Speaker, 29,000 in the last 3 months. Unemployment's below 5%, and we've got good, strong growth in the next few years ahead. And young Kiwis growing up in this country are not leaving the country in droves like they used to, because they know that they have the opportunity to succeed and flourish and reach their dreams in this country because we have a strong economy, Mr Speaker. And I've also announced today, had the opportunity to announce a pre-budget announcement, an extra $75 million going into Callaghan growth grants over the next 4 years. And they are there to help support and encourage our businesses to invest in R&D, which they've been doing in big volumes over the last couple of years. We've seen a significant increase in investment in R&D over the last couple of years. And so I'm proud of that announcement, but it's part of a broader innovation strategy that we have for this country. We want to see our New Zealand companies succeeding internationally and competing internationally around the world as strong, innovative companies. And what can the government usefully do? Well, actually, the most useful thing that any government can do is actually provide that strong, stable, predictable environment where people feel comfortable to invest. And Mr Speaker, when we look across the House, the potential for strong, stable government in the years to come, if the triple-headed monster on the other side were to get into power, is very slight indeed, Mr Speaker. When you can't have the Labour Party even working out whether they support a basic policy like charter schools, you know that they are internally divided. And, Mr Speaker, we see around the world the consequences of governments where they've been riven by internal dissension. And in this country, we've had an absence of that over the last 8 years, as we've, in the National Party and our coalition partners, have been lockstep in unity and understanding with a single sense of purpose, Mr Speaker. And that makes a big difference in terms of raising the confidence that investors have in this country to invest. And it's only ultimately people, individuals, making a decision to hire somebody, to start a new firm, to invest in R&D. They are the sorts of things that actually produce growth. Aside from that, Mr Speaker, it's also important to invest in infrastructure, and that's why we've invested so much money in ultra-fast broadband so that companies have access to high-speed internet. Mr Speaker, we also have invested very significantly in the science infrastructure that New Zealand companies can draw on. I mean, why do we invest the $1.3 billion a year that we put into science? Well, fundamentally, it's about, when I step back and ask what we're trying to achieve in government, we're trying ultimately to raise the living standards of New Zealanders, all New Zealanders. And you can do that by strengthening the economy and making it more productive, but you can also do it by delivering better public services. But that's not the only thing that governments do. Governments also try and preserve and enhance what is special about New Zealand, and that's the quality of our environment, but it's also our way of life, our social cohesion. And we also have a contribution to make to the world. And when you look at the contribution that science and innovation can make to those things, it is powerful, Mr Speaker. Good quality science can inform and power our New Zealand economies to be more internationally productive, come up with ideas and solve business problems, Mr Speaker. But science can also inform our decision-making in government with better research-based and evidence-based decision-making, which is essential to good public policy. Mr Speaker, and when it comes to preserving what's special about New Zealand, I've had the opportunity over this week to visit some of the national science challenges, which are dealing with very difficult issues that we're facing around biodiversity, about water quality, about housing, all those issues that the science community can help understand and better equip us to deal with those issues. And, Mr Speaker, we can also make a global contribution. So that's why we invest as heavily as we do, and that's why I'm so pleased that we're part of a strong economy, and we've got so much optimism when we look over the next few years ahead that this is a country that's well equipped with skillful young workers, people who are innovative entrepreneurial and determined to do well in this world. And, Mr Speaker, we've had a good, strong government for 8 years, and I hope that we'll get another 8 years so we can strengthen that foundation for the New Zealand economy. Thank you very much.
Dr David Clark.
Mr Speaker.